just cut out on us. I got to work on a fade out on that intro. Good morning, afternoon, night, wherever you are, whenever you are watching this episode. This is the Matt and Matt Show, presented by Lazy Lab Hunting Club, and of course, big shout out to some of our sponsors, such as Ubora Coffee Roasters. They do a great job providing caffeine for the hunts for our heroes. So, with me today, of course, I have Matt. He is adorned in his lumbersexual shirt and said it's keeping him warm. I guess Southern California's got a little bit of a cold front moving in, as you say, Matt. Matt, how are you?
Yeah. Good morning, Matt. Hey, pleasure to be on the show with you again this morning. Hey, enjoying my my Ubora coffee this morning as well. So, shout out to Philip and, those guys at Ubora. So, it's a little cold this morning. You know, it's granted, it is 5:30 in the morning, my time. But if you look at the heat wave that's up there in Pac Northwest right now, I think if you're in like Medford, Oregon, or Packwood, Washington, the high is 111. The last few days. So I'm comfortable at a good 66 degrees here in San Diego. So cooler, but comfortable. It's not
cool
bad.
And comfortable. You said Medford, and that's where I'm at. I'm in Medford, New Jersey, and we've had a heat wave coming through here as well. That's yesterday it touched the high 90s, which for New Jersey is pretty unusual. It was hot. I went for on Monday. I went for a run. We're recording this on Wednesday morning. On Monday, I went for a run, and typically I do all right. I'll go for a run towards midday. I like to get a good sweat going and burn some fat. And buddy, I got to tell you, I had every intention of doing 5 miles, and I did 3 and a little bit.
3 and a little bit.
Yeah, it was
just brutal, huh?
Brutally hot. Yeah. It was that kind of heat that just sits on you. It feels like you got like a small child sitting on your chest while you're running. It was terrible.
How was the humidity? Was the humidity pretty bad, or?
Yeah, it's high. It's over 70%. So,
ooh. Well, hey, man, I got to tell you, what you're doing though, you're training, you're getting prepared for what we're doing next spring. I don't know if you want to tell the viewers and the listeners about what we're doing in that fundraiser, but you're ready. Hey, stay motivated, brother. Stay motivated.
Matt is El Presidente, Big Mac. Matt is taking us on a little journey, doing a little fundraiser at the Baton Death March in White Sands, New Mexico. Is that correct?
New Mexico. That's correct. New Mexico. Yeah. So it's going to be a tribute.
The name tells it all. Okay. Like there's no intimidation factor in the name just for the sake of it. It's more an appropriately named event. This is the Baton Death March.
Yep.
Go ahead. So it's in tribute. It's all for a good cause. It's just I was voluntold for this, so now I have to step up. If bro code, you have to go when challenged.
Voluntold is a better or a more appropriate terminology, I think, for our listeners and our viewers.
Volunbrode.
Volunbrode, exactly. Yep. Yeah, we're going to do it.
Go ahead. Yeah, it's for a good cause.
Yeah, very, very good cause. We're just trying to raise funds and awareness for the heroes that we serve, whether it be in the hunting trips, the fishing trips, the any form of outdoor therapy. In fact, we're going to branch out, big time with our outdoor therapy opportunities for our heroes. And, it'll be, well, I don't want to say it'll be a good time. The camaraderie will be there, but the event itself, 26.2 miles in the heat, that's going to be miserable. That's not going to be that fun. So
it's going to be a time. It'll be a memorable time. We're going to make a memory, right?
We are. Hopefully annually. So we'll see.
Holy smokes. Yeah. So that's going to be fun. So that's next spring. So if you want to train alongside us, feel free to do so. It's gonna be brutal. It's gonna be brutal. What are the rules of engagement for that march? Like, do you have to? It's a ruck. Is it like, do you have to have a certain amount of weight in your pack?
Yeah. So typically it's a 30-pound ruck. I know friends of mine have done it in the past, and I mean the training is, like I said, you got to train for it. You just can't show up and do 26.2 miles with a 30-pound ruck on you and think you're going to survive. I mean, you're going to do the Ricky shuffle or the Ranger shuffle the entire time. We're not talking 6-minute miles here. We're talking 12-minute miles. But for us, because it looks like we're going to have 26 volunteers running with us, we're going to be in columns of 2. We're going to have an American flag. The leader running on the left column will have the American flag. On the right side will be the Lazy Lab Hunting Club flag. And we're just going to raise awareness. We're going to, hey, this is what we're doing for all of the veterans we take out. You know, this is what we're doing for the active duty and the dependents. And it's a good cause, man. I think any time that you can raise awareness to a cause that serves others, especially what we do, you know, it's no cost to our heroes, right? So I think it's a good thing. I think it's a little bit of pain for a lot of reward for our heroes later on. So
I'm just thinking that 12-minute mile even sounds ambitious for a 26.2 ruck. I'm gonna negotiate. I'm gonna continue to negotiate with you and see if I get that down to like a. Let's get that up. Sorry, not down. Let's get that up to like a maybe 15 to
15. We could do that. You know, my wife told me that as well. She said 12 minutes is a little ambitious, Matt. And you know what? If my wife tells me that and you're telling me this now, I'm going to listen to a wiser man and a wiser woman. So absolutely.
You know, I ruck on a regular basis, and I also pay attention if, you know, I have ambition to do some Go Ruck events. I had a couple on the calendar last year that got canceled due to COVID. They were set to be my first, but the target for like a Go Ruck heavy, which is about the same distance, is like 15 to 18-minute miles.
Mm-hmm.
So that's like a good. It's a good target, because you want to be a little bit more than 3 to, you want to be closer to 4 miles an hour on your ruck. But you know, what do I know? I'm just an Air Force guy, but I do this for regular exercise already. So I'm hoping that the transition is a little bit seamless, and I just have to worry about the Lieutenant Dan struggle, which is you got to take care of your feet.
Yes. Yeah, absolutely, buddy. You know, I guess the reason I said, you know, we're going to do like a 12-minute pace is I look at you know, AKA Superman. You know, we talked about this in the last show. I'm going to start calling you Superman. And then I look at guys like DJ, John Brayman. You know, you guys are studs. You know, you're a stud. I'm a dud. I have to work up to your level. So, you know, I'm making sure I at least set the bar super high, you know, and that way I can hopefully, you know, keep up with y'all. So,
yeah. Well, nevertheless, it's going to be a memory. We're going to make a memory, and it's going to be for a good cause. So a little temporary pain for a good cause, always something I'm open to. We did just have a great event. We were just out in Paso Robles. Am I saying that correctly? Over at Bitterwater Outfitters. Shout out to those guys, do an outstanding job. They're a great outfit. Highly recommend you go check them out. I think it's bitterwateroutfitters.com if I'm not mistaken, but they have, great stuff. One of the things that stuck out to me, just an observation, it had nothing to do with what we were doing, but they have a package there where you can learn, like if you've never hunted before, you can actually sign up with them for a class. You buy your tag as part of that class, and then you learn about hunting from a professional guide, and they walk you through. There's a father. I found out about it through a father and son team that were there. So there's a father-son team. They'd never been hunting before, and they were learning together. The father, obviously, adult onset hunter. The son, though, was pretty. he was up there as well. He was a teenager. So it was cool to see the entry into the sport, through that lens. And also, it was neat that it was not something that was passed down from generation to generation. There's this intimidation factor of entry into a sport like this, because it's so often passed to people that have done it their whole lives. So like, if your dad hunted, he taught you how to hunt, and their dad taught them how to hunt, and their dad taught, and so it becomes this lineage thing. And that's where that adult onset hunter part comes from. So it was very cool to see that they offered something like that, and big shout out to them. Also shout out to Operation Hunt for Heroes. Shane Luttrell runs a great organization there. They're newer, just getting started, but in the same light as what we're doing with Lazy Lab. Justin Geis is the other one. No, Jason Geis. I'm sorry, Jason Geis, the other one that works with them. I have a buddy named Justin Geis. That's why I was like,
oh, no way.
Yeah, one of my first supervisors. But anyways, Jason Geis does a great job as well in kind of guiding the ship on that. So
absolutely.
Awesome organization, awesome time. Jason Pacheco was our hero, did an amazing job. He and you'll hear this for those of you that listen to the Lazy Lab podcast from the live show, like the live show from the event, once that gets published. But basically, Jason was a hunter before he went into the Marines. He goes into the Marines, gets significantly injured, loses a limb at the knee on the one side, and he's a salvage on his leg was salvaged on the left side. 13 months later, I believe it was 13 months later, Matt, he was back in the field. He was back in Afghanistan. He trained and passed the combat fitness test, as well as the regular fitness test for the Marine Corps, to be a scout sniper, and was back in Afghanistan 13 months later. Just unbelievable road to recovery and drive to get back out there.
It gives you chills. When you hear stories of guys like Jason and their commitment to service, the commitment to the brothers and sisters, the brotherhood, if you will, that is the Marine Corps. I mean, how can you not have motivation to get through anything else in your life when you look at these heroes that we're bringing out? Their stories are incredible. It almost, for me personally, Matt, it almost gives me a guilt feeling. I may gripe and complain that I was at work longer than I needed to be, but guess what? I don't have bullets, whizzing by my head and all that kind of stuff right now. And to see what these guys and gals, have gone through, and that motivation for them to keep going and thriving in their life. I mean, holy smoke, So I mean, Jason, incredible man, incredible. And I think we can take, all of us who are the listeners, you and I, the viewers of the show, I think we can all take a lesson in motivation and how to keep continuing on in our lives, no matter how bad it gets. So
that was a great time. And Jason did a great job of kind of addressing the elephant in the room from night one. So when he showed up, Jason, I don't know if it's the way that he just neutralizes the uncomfortable stuff with people so that they can just be people. But he started making leg jokes and stuff. And it just kind of put everyone at ease, because you don't know what you're walking into. Someone goes through something traumatic like that, you want to be sensitive to it. And he didn't allow us to even approach it that way. Just right away, one of the guys, and it was a great time. He was also.
So what was?
Go ahead.
Oh, I'm sorry, I cut you off. I was going to ask, Matt, with all the seriousness that we're talking about right now, what was the greatest takeaway for you? What was the greatest? I don't want to say lessons learned, but what really stuck out to you the most with your interaction with Jason, with the rest of the team that showed up? I mean, what did you personally think was the greatest takeaway?
To me, it was this combination, and I've seen this before, right, where you get a group of guys out in the woods doing something like hunting, right? And we're all there for the same common goal. We want to see Jason be successful in his hunt. Mm-hmm. And so it brought us together instantly, and we were able to rally around that, and just the fellowship of the group was amazing. And it was never a thing where it was awkward or anything. We just, like we were all old friends. And that's, to me, a true testament to fellowship, to the group, to God working in the organization, working in the event. And it was awesome. It was a lot of fun. The hero was obviously very humbled and appreciative. Operation Hunt for Heroes was amazing. They were there every step of the way. Shane came to the house and broke bread with us, on 2 occasions, and hung out with us. They had presented us with some coins after the first hunt. Jason Geist did. That was very meaningful. The Bitterwater Outfitters folks were super professional. It just, every step of the way, people were smiling, and that's what sticks out. How many times in your life are you able to go 3-4 days and only see smiles?
Yeah.
And that's what stuck out to me. And I came back from that just refreshed, renewed, re-energized, and motivated to get to the next one. It's a lot of fun, and we have a good time. But I'll also say, hearing Jason, when asking him the question during the live show, what does hunting mean to you? And to hear him respond that it pulled him out of a dark spot, once he got out of the military, and kept him from doing something stupid, like taking his own life. That was meaningful. So to see him appreciate the animal, to hear him talk about, as a scout sniper, he doesn't feel like it's good sport for him to shoot an animal, so he wanted to get at them with his bow. I had a lot of respect for him for doing that. If you've ever bow hunted a ram, but that's not exactly easy. They're already a skittish creature, and on top of that, they typically have the high ground, so sneaking up on them is not very easy. And he was able to get within 30 yards of a beautiful ram. It took us a couple hours to do it, but my gosh, Jason was all up and down the mountains with us, and never let his amputation slow him down. So it was a great event, and I just was really inspired by all the positivity that was going around at that time. It was very evident that the God was working at that site at that time.
You're making me emotional, man.
It's true though. It's true.
No, it's hearing your feedback just now, and for our viewers and listeners, this is everything that me personally could have hoped for. This is the reaction that I was hoping for. It's incredible when you can, not just serve, the hero designated, identified for that particular event, but it's such a blessing to see God work on the team as well. Yeah. And like you're saying, there were smiles. Everyone was just getting along, and the camaraderie was there. You didn't have to worry about, all of these, issues that we hear about in the news, today. It's just a group of guys and gals getting together, serving each other in such a wonderful manner. And I'm thankful you were there, bro. You're going back. January of 22 is the next hunt out there. So
I'm excited about it. Those guys are great. Really, really, really good time. And the Bitterwater Outfitter folks are top notch. Yeah. We have something coming up in July, and I don't know if you wanted to tell the audience about what's going on in July, and that kind of will bridge us to the next Matt and Matt before we get to the theme of today's show, which is
the battle, of today.
Yeah. So what do we have in July, Matt?
Boy, I got to tell you, Matt, some incredible things happening in July. I think the event that sticks out most in my mind is our partnership with the Cleveland Browns. And I know for a Pittsburgh Steelers fan like yourself, you're kind of shaking your head. There might be a dagger in the back. You feel like I betrayed you a little bit, and I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Matt. I've reached out to the Steelers, and
no dice.
I'm not. No dice. I'm not getting any love from you right now. So anyhow, we'll get there.
I can do. I'll pull a few strings.
Yeah, have your people talk to their people. So yeah, no. The end of July, we have our first fishing charters for what's called the Ohio Fishing Series, and that is an eight charter series in partnership with the Cleveland Browns and Midtown Fishing Charters. And this will take place right on Lake Erie. You're going to be there for the first iteration of that series. And we're going to take out a total of 6 active duty for your charter series in July. It'll be 6 active duty Marines from the recruiting station in Cleveland, as well as the recruiting station in Lansing, Michigan.
Awesome. Do I know the guys in Lansing? I think
you do. You do. Yeah. The OIC there is Major Greg Vetedo, part of the Navy Football Brotherhood, and just a phenomenal man of faith, a phenomenal leader.
He's a good person.
Great person. Naval Academy graduate. The beauty of this series, Matt, is that, for those who don't know, who may have never been in the military, never served, recruiting duty is arguably the toughest job in the military. I can't tell you how many Marines specifically have said that they would rather be deployed rather than going on recruiting duty.
Right.
And it's so taxing. They're always up. They're always traveling. They hardly sleep. And especially when you have a certain quota that you have to meet, it's hard. It is extremely.
They crush them. Yeah, they crush them. Yeah. Recruiters, drill sergeants. When you have to, training instructors for like the different pipeline schools. Like when you have to do those types of duties, you're on a fixed tour, so there's no getting out of it. Right. So you're there and they're getting as much as they can out of you until your fixed tour is over. Right. That's it's brutal. It's brutal.
Yeah. Yeah, it really is. So these guys definitely deserve a little reprieve. Yeah. And I'm so thankful. If anybody from the Cleveland Brown organization sees this, or Midtown Fishing Charters, I'm sure they will. Hey, y'all, thank you. From behalf of Lazy Lab Hunting Club, thank you for partnering with us and making this sort of outdoor therapy a reality for these heroes. So thank you. So yeah, that's the big thing in July, buddy.
I'm excited. I got to tell you, I have yet to do a fishing charter with Lazy Lab since I've started the media relations part of my role with the organization. So I'm very excited to see what that looks like. I'm excited to get out there. As we talked on the phone yesterday, I'm not much of a angler.
There you go.
Not a lot of experience as an angler. Matt corrected me yesterday, just for the audience. I said fisherman, and apparently that's wrong. Not wrong, but not exactly right.
It depends on who you talk to, right? I say you're a hunter and an angler, right?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. But when you do it for sport, it's angling, and when you do it for commercial gain, it's fishing. Maybe we'll go that way. I don't know if that's true or not. I just made that up. It sounded. We'll
nice. Go with it. We'll absolutely go with it. Yeah. I love it.
Adult onset outdoorsman here. So, AO2. So we have some amazing things coming up. I'm very excited about this. Even though it's the Cleveland Browns, much love and respect to any organization that's willing to partner with us to serve veterans. And I cannot hate on them just because my allegiances fall with the Pittsburgh Steelers, which is one of the greatest organizations in the history of American sports. But I can't personally knock the Browns for doing this outstanding thing. It's amazing, and very appreciative to them for standing up and doing something like that. So we have a battle to get to, and I'm being mindful of time because I know that we had a promise that we will keep the Matt and Matt episodes at a maximum of like 30 minutes. So mindful of that time. I hope you've come prepared with your best dad jokes. Now, here's the deal. Okay, the way this is going to go down in this battle, Matt, is we'll take turns telling a joke.
Okay.
The goal, and I'm sure you've seen these on YouTube before. These are pretty popular videos. The goal is to make your opponent laugh.
Yes.
Now, I'm a big baseball guy, so we'll go with the 3-strike rule. You laugh, you get a strike. 3 strikes, you're out, and the battle is over. So with that being said, I will defer to you.
Oh, man. Okay. All right.
To tell the joke. I think it's important that there's eye contact.
Absolutely.
With the joke. So with that being said, over to you. Hold on, let me get my game face on.
Focus. You got to focus, Matt. Here we go. Okay, so seeing how you're a huge baseball fan, and I did know that, so I'm coming out swinging, home run, first joke. What is God's favorite sport? It's baseball. Mm-hmm. Genesis 1:1, in the big inning. You were about to laugh. I know you're about to laugh. Yep. Yeah.
That's good. Okay. Okay, listen. I feel like this one's really gonna get you. How do you get a country girl's attention?
How?
A tractor. Mm-hmm.
Okay. All
right.
That's pretty good. Good. Okay.
You're up.
What do you call a soldier who survived mustard gas and pepper spray? A seasoned veteran.
Oh, I like that one. The other day,
I just laughed. Oh shoot! If I laugh at my own joke, does that count me out?
No, I think you're okay.
Okay,
I think you're okay.
Okay.
So, you're familiar with psychics, right? That's a bunch of nonsense. But what do you call a pudgy psychic? Like like a kind of a chubby psychic.
I don't know.
A 4-chin teller.
That's not bad. Okay. So for all of our Army viewers and listeners out there, what do you call someone who just got ran over by a tank?
I don't
Crunchy.
know.
Ooh, too dark? Maybe too dark.
That's pretty dark.
Dark. Okay. Darn it. All right, I'll chalk that one up as a loss right there. So.
Oh man. Yeah, look, so here's one for you. My wife the other day heard me singing. I was singing a song, pretty popular song, called Wonderwall by Oasis. So she asked me to stop singing Wonderwall. I said maybe.
All right, there's one. You got me on that one.
Yeah.
That was good.
On the delivery, you have to sing that line, that punchline. Otherwise, you're not going to get the laugh.
So for all of us who have kids, I'm sure everyone has heard this before, but it's definitely my staple dad joke.
All right.
What do you call a camel with 3 humps? Pregnant.
That's a good one.
I got to give it up to Zootopia. That's probably one of the greatest.
That is from Zootopia. Yeah.
It's a good one.
Hey, what did Tennessee? The same thing as Arkansas.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
I think I've already lost the battle because you see my grin on my face, but we're just going to keep going. Let's just keep going.
Keep it going. Let's keep it going. You haven't laughed. The idea here is that I'll make you laugh out loud, like I did with the Wonderwall joke.
Yeah, that was pretty good, man.
Yeah.
But I laugh at every joke. That's this is actually a lot of self-control that you're seeing right now. So
that's good. That's part of the battle. That's why it's a battle and not just hey, let's tell dad jokes and laugh at them. It's a battle. You're trying not to laugh.
I know. I'm trying real hard.
Okay.
What month do all troops hate? March.
Mm-hmm. That's true. Mm-hmm. That's true. Mm-hmm. You want to know why nurses like red crayons?
Why?
Because sometimes they have to draw blood.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. What do you call a high-ranking soldier who hates recycling? General waste.
Oh. I'll take that strike. I'll take that strike. Why do bees have sticky hair? They use a honeycomb.
Sorry, doggone it. I like that one. I'm gonna have to use that one for my kids. That's a good one. Okay. All right.
2-1. 2-1 here. You got 2 strikes on you.
So I'm gonna do a couple of Air Force jokes. Air Force dad jokes. So we'll see if they're good or not. Okay. What's the difference between God and an Air Force pilot? God doesn't think he's a fighter pilot.
That's a good one.
I got to give a shout out right now to Major Cody Hoffman. You know Cody.
I do know Cody.
As I was thinking of jokes last night, I'm like, this would be a little perfect, little not segue, but little shout out opportunity to say hi to him because God knows he loves being a pilot.
He loves it.
It's all he talks about. So,
he'll tell you everything about it.
Everything.
Yeah, that's typical. Not a dad joke, but it's how do you know a fighter pilot's at the party? Mm-hmm. Don't worry, he'll tell you. That's.
Tell you.
All right. Yep. Here we go. This is for the win. I feel like I'm going to get the win right here. I may not, but I feel like this one will get it done. Why do some couples? You ever wondered about this? Why do some couples go to the gym? Because they want their relationship to work out. That's right. Let that one marinate a little bit.
It's sinking in. I like it. I like it.
Okay. All
right. Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Interrupting cow.
Moo! All right. Hey, my boss told me to have a good day. So I went home. Yeah, not my best work.
Okay. No, that's okay. That's okay. How do you know when your date with a fighter pilot is halfway over? He or she will say, well, enough about me. Want to hear about my plane?
Oh, yeah. Want to hear about my plane. That's good. Did you hear about the kidnapping at school? It's fine. He woke up.
Okay, that was funny. All right, you got that's 2 strikes. Yeah, I laughed. That was good. That was a good one. Okay. Okay. So I'm pulling out the big guns on this one, all right?
Do it.
And this is I'm hating on Army football right now. So Dave Pisante, easy to do. And that's not a joke, by the way. That's truth, right?
That's speaking truth here.
All right. I'm going to feel terrible. We're going to get some responses.
We're going to get some hate mail from this one.
So we might. So why doesn't the Army football team have ice on the sidelines? The guy with the recipe finally graduated.
Oh, yeah. That's good. I like that one. I like that one a lot.
We may have to use that in December.
We're going to have to use that in December to break the ice. Speaking of all these dad jokes, when does a joke become a dad joke? When it becomes apparent.
Oh my gosh. Okay, that was good. That one was good.
That's a good one.
That's a good one. I like that one a lot. What happened when the soldier went to the enemy bar? He got bombed.
Yes, he did, because he was at a bar.
He was at a bar.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. I shaved today. So this joke may not play, but I used to hate facial hair. But then it grew on me. Because it's facial hair. It grew on me. Yeah.
Yeah, that was good. That was good. Okay. This one's going to be a long shot, and I hope I do it justice. Why don't Twitter users make good soldiers? They're always too quick to retweet.
Oh, it's a play on the word retreat. Got it. You know what state has the most streets, Matt? Rhode Island.
Okay.
All right. Okay.
So Matt, how do the different military branches use stars? Well, the Army sleeps under the stars. The Navy navigates by the stars.
Yeah.
And the Air Force chooses hotels by the stars.
That's true. That's true. I won't even try to debate that fact. If I would debate it, I'd be wrong. Just like 5 out of 4 people admit they're bad at fractions.
That was 3. Doggone it. Yeah.
And your winner of the dad joke battle.
I'm so mad at you right now because as an engineer, that joke kind of speaks to me a little bit. And doggone it, buddy. Can I tell maybe one more? Maybe like
go for
redemption?
It. Yeah.
Just a little redemption, okay? And yeah, this is going to be another Air Force joke. So, how many Air Force pilots does it take to change a light bulb? Kind of a classic. 1. He just holds it while the whole world revolves around him.
That's good. I like that one. As you can see, I chuckle. I would have laughed at all of those jokes, but we were in the middle of a battle. Like if I were to tell you this joke, dogs can't operate MRI machines, but cats can.
Oh my gosh.
And with that, we're gonna have to wrap the show. I know we went a little bit over, but it was for a great cause, which is a dad joke battle. We appreciate the heck out of all of you. Thank you so much for tuning into the Matt and Matt Show, episode 3, the Dad Joke Battle Show, where we recapped all the good stuff that we have going on in our organization. A lot of good stuff coming up. We have a great series kicking off the end of July with the Cleveland Browns. This fishing trip on Lake Erie. It's going to be an amazing time. So please tune in to the next one. Always subscribe to the YouTube channel so you can get some updates on when we release new videos. We will have footage from the hunt in Paso Robles coming out shortly. And we'll also have a few podcast episodes that are dropping in the very, very near future. Until then, thank you so much for being part of this show. And we look forward to seeing you back on the next episode. Thank you, and God bless.
God bless y'all.